Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Silver Lantern Archives. Today we are continuing on with the Dominion of the Riftborns. Our party has been in a rather stinky situation, or at least the place they're in is a bit stinky. As for how they got there and why Bella's mostly dead, I'm going to point at the person whose fault it is and make them sit in front of you and tell you what they did. Cornelius.
Now hold on a minute. How is it my fault that the fella is almost dead?
Because you were left, probably.
The reason we got, the reason that they
Double
started
knot ones.
attacking us, I was gonna say, I tripped.
Yeah.
Cornhole got double knot ones
I'm
on a
still gonna
stealth roll.
blame. I'm still gonna blame Cornelius. Cornelius, what happened?
Well, after Xanth's unintentional and completely not their fault murder spree, we traveled to the entrance to the sewers that CL found and headed down. We traveled around a little bit, met that guy. I know he had a very strong, very solid name. I can't remember what it was.
Gora.
Brock or Goro. Oh yeah, because Mortal Kombat. That's why I was thinking of that. But yeah, so we met Goro. He told us all about what's going on down here, and he led us to where the last place he saw the cultists that we need to murder, root and stem.
Incorrect.
Isn't that where he dropped us off? Where he last saw those cultists?
No, he saw you hit them heading in a similar way. That's not where he led you.
I'm confused. I thought that's where he led us.
Nope, he's
Uh,
leading you to the core.
oh, okay, the core. So he led us as close to the core as he was comfortable doing, and set us off on continue on our own. We traveled along, taking the lead because they could see in the dark, and I think, yeah, just me, I can't. So I was being led by the back of my head by Xanth,
And the
um,
booker.
and the boofer, of course. Yes, they also can't see, but they have other senses to deal with that. And until Ciel noticed some odd looking weird people who seemed to have been floating midair and had some real Doc Ock vibes with the weird red tentacles coming out of them, or
You don't know
vines. I'm
Red
not sure
Table.
what. I thought they had like
It's light.
vines or something growing. But
Their chest is turned red crystal, and there's a red light coming out. No vines.
I don't know. From their image, I thought like vines.
Mm-mm.
But yeah. So they had like all kinds of red coming out of them. Well, light, very 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 bright, but not bright enough to light up this whole place. So yeah, that's no good. But we tried to sneak past them. But unfortunately, it's hard to sneak past people when you're wearing was essentially bells all over you, but with chainmail. Lots of clinking, lots of clanking. And unfortunately, Cornelius, yes, indeed, rolled two nat ones and lured them. But they seem to only really have eyes for one particular member of our group, Xanth. They want to re up their crazy subscription apparently. But we fought them and we killed, I think, all of them. I don't know if one got away or one. I think I'm feeling like one ran away at some point. I don't remember.
Nope.
Or did we kill all of them?
You've killed all the ones you've engaged.
Okay, so they're all dead. I don't remember if Xanth got touched by these things or almost got taken over.
I was not touched.
Okay, so everything's good on that front, but that's pretty much all that happened. We came down here and fought the weird faceless women because I think they were all women, right? Or were they?
No, they're men and women. Their
Okay,
tokens
so
are women, but
they're just basically strangers who had weird shit going on with them.
yeah.
Also, I unfortunately had to step into the dirty water. Most of us did, really. I think.
Xanth, Bella. Nope, Bella's been in it. Xanth and the Boofer are the only ones that aren't soaked right now.
Yeah.
Xanth is avoiding the shit water.
The water cleric is afraid of the water. Odysseus would be disappointed.
I'm a
Okay.
sea elf, motherfucker. It's even worse. But I don't want to be swimming in shit.
Sounds like a
I
shitty
have
situation all
standards,
around.
damn it.
Well, there you go. I forget. Is control water a cantrip or a spell?
Cantrip.
It is a cantrip,
Well,
which
you can.
I have.
Oh yeah, you took all the water off me. Or no, you just helped me out of the water. You didn't. I'm still soaked. I'm
So
very
I could
moist.
just move the water off of you. It's fine.
Good. But that's
Why
pretty much
is
where we
this
left off.
suddenly not working? What the hell?
I don't know what's not working.
The keyboard. There it
Oh,
goes.
I don't have it.
Hockey.
Let's-
Oh, your
Yeah,
tits, heathen.
I can't think of anything else that happened.
Alrighty, there we go. Alrighty. So we rejoin the crew shortly after the finishing of that combat. Bella is beat to the ground a little bit. Very bloodied. The boofer is not in much better of a condition, but everyone is still standing.
Bella
Yeah.
has very clearly told Xanth and Varen that you can heal the dog.
Oh,
That's where her
I
heart
should
lies, is heal the dog.
I should mention. I think at the end of the last session, I did say I want everyone to group up together because I have a healing spell, but it's a group spell and it takes about 10 minutes to cast, so it's better to do it after when there's no combat going on, to save the actual healers their spell slots.
For healing.
And Bella just laying her head around. I imagine by now, because she is so low on health, she's just kind of laying on the dog and just looks at Xanth. Right, do you think maybe we could take like an hour to just maybe take a quick nap?
There looks like there's an alcove over there. I'm sure it'll be fine. But it,
It would save
Hmm.
Cornhole his thing. Cornwood, sorry. It's easy, you got me with cornhole.
Cordelia!
why don't you get to Varen real fast? And Xanth's gonna pick up the dog and start going to pick up the dog and then put a hand on Cornelius, see Varen, and let Varen direct Cornelius. I am passing off the golden boy.
Mean the golden problem?
Potato, potato.
Or should we just call him a
Is she
golden
talking-
viper?
This way? Is that where you're talking about for like a little check
Ping again?
over here?
Oh no, there's like a little alcove over here that
Yeah,
doesn't look
just
like it's
alright.
connected to anything.
There was also one
Okay.
up in the passageway y'all passed.
Did you mention Bella was feeling very weak and was holding on to the dog?
I mean, she has
I
like
have-
no HP, so yes.
All
I
right,
have the dog.
So Cornelius will carefully head over to Bella and pick them up and pick them up fireman carry style. Just toss you over my shoulders.
Will Bella
Bella's
allow
gonna be like,
this?
right, how's this gonna work? You can't see anything, can you?
I could be led.
Currently,
Doesn't mean I
you
can't
can
carry.
because the dog has their head torch on.
Yeah, like there is some light.
How?
Useful.
I think
for- and
Bella's gonna just kind of, yeah, she's gonna look at Cornelius and say, right, I can walk myself, but I want to see if you're able to get me up off the ground and over your shoulder. And because she's laying down, like with the dog. So
The dog's
she's
been
just now
kidnapped
she
by
wants to see if she can do it.
Yeah, Xanth has the dog.
Didn't
so
get
I-
up when Xanth took the dog, if that makes sense. Like Bella still stayed there, so that's what she's saying. She wants to see if Cornelius can get her lobbed up over her shoulder from the ground.
All right. What am I rolling athletics?
Yes, you are.
All right, I'm
Bella,
gonna
how
use
much
a
gear?
point because I don't want
Let's
to feel
see.
this.
I can't move the boofer.
Yeah, I know.
It's a pride thing at this point.
Oh yeah, he
Hey,
manages to
man.
get you up and up.
Yep, I just toss you onto my shoulders, full on fireman carry. But I will mention, oh, you are definitely heavier than you look.
Right? I mean, I'm not exactly small. I didn't think I ever didn't look kind of heavy. I'm a bit taller than everyone, except maybe Xanth, but she's pretty scraggly. Scrappy.
Xanthus goes, I might be tall, but my bones are technically a lower density than all of yours. I'm built for the water.
Yep, says the one person who didn't get in it. We're going this way, by the way. Unless we're having Cornelius try to move Bella, I guess. I don't know if he's taking the token.
You could just follow the token, but we're heading over here, right?
No.
No.
Other way.
To the
Back
right,
over where
to
we
the
started.
right. Everyone to the right.
Everything
I just
you
carry you across
own
the
in a
bridge.
box on the right.
It's everything you own in the box to the left,
I'm
but
aware, but you're not going left.
Uh,
Did the boofer get non-magical healing?
No.
Can't remember. Okay.
I think they did at
will
some
do that.
point, but if you've used the healing kit or the healer's kit, you see the token Xanth has on it. The little
Yeah,
handing
that's what I was
potion
asking, just
that
to
marks.
double check that
Yeah.
whether it got ticked or not.
Yeah, it did not.
So that is for the boofer. I don't have hero points, so I can't reroll them as much as I want to.
Dang.
So we're just taking a nap in this little corner right here.
Yep.
All right, so I'll just
Just like
drop
a
Vela
short
off right
rest.
here.
There we go. And now I can use that spell since we're taking a short rest. That at level 3. That is for Bella. 21 points of healing for Bella.
I was saying we might be able to hold off on using the actual spells because don't you need a long rest to regain those?
I'm a warlock.
Nope.
Oh, okay, never mind then. But I will also cast a prayer of healing. I can't afford it because these things are. Oh wait, we're using spell slots, spell
Yeah.
points, right? Okay, so
Let's try this.
everything okay, Akak?
My roll 20's being weird. It's not updating things for me, so I'm just trying to refresh again to see if it's fixed.
Fair
Uh,
enough.
It
While this is
okay.
going on, Xanth is gonna start just escaping water off of everyone that's went into the shithole.
Fair.
We smell bad.
Oh yeah, you smell like the sewer.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
while the
Bella's
water
gonna look
comes
at-
away, there was a little bit of stuff in the water. It's clinging to your
Yeah.
person.
That's
Oh,
why
Bella's
I
gonna
didn't burn it off. Is that for everyone?
look at Xanth.
Yep. Everyone gets 14 14 points back.
Oh, that's exactly what I needed. Thank you.
You got it. And just to get myself back up to the full, I'll use a couple. I'll use 3 points of lay on hands on myself to get myself all the way back to full.
So if y'all are using that much, are y'all actually waiting for the long rest?
Short
the long
rest,
short
right?
rest?
Or
Short rest just
Short
for
rest,
like
and
abilities, I
yeah,
think.
yeah, so that
Yeah.
Varen gets their spell slots back.
yep. And
I'm
then
out of
Bella will need to
magical.
roll. Yeah, I'll need to roll hit die anyways because I'm she's above half health now, but she's still not.
Hello.
She
I mean-
could still use more.
Before we do the rest, I will do one of these because let me double check healer real quick because it's after short rest it fades again.
I think
So it finishes a short
long-
or long rest. So
Alrighty.
I will use that on Bella. So
Do you remember it
Oh,
uses a
nice.
charge of your healer's kit? Just make
I've
sure you
got
keep
2
track.
of these bags. I've got 17 more to go. We're good for a bit.
Yeah, I'm just making sure you are keeping track of it.
I am. I've got a nice handy resource sat there, staring me in the face.
And then nobody's wet anymore.
Hey,
I know places where
Bella's
nobody
gonna
would
look
like
at,
hearing that.
I think, Xanth and Varen and the dog because they're closest, and she'll be like, right, sorry that I'm horribly smelly right now. I can smell myself, and it is pretty fucking disgusting, to be honest with you. Hopefully I don't get an infection from that, but we'll find out.
Oh, well, we should have a look if you are. I don't know if Varen has it, but I definitely don't have cured poison or disease, you know. So,
Mm.
Well, I don't have that. I have other spells that might be would assist in that, though.
I think I'll be all right. And that's she just needed the 2 pit die from all the healing everyone gave her, so Bella's a happy little camper again, as happy as you can get.
Alrighty, are y'all up to anything during y'all's short rest?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at fucking Cornelius and go, if you use some of your lay on hands, you can cure disease.
oh,
If you use 5, you can cure disease. Or neutralize 1 poison.
multiple poisons with a single use.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I did not know that. So reverse. Well, if
So
you do get disease,
paladin.
if you do get
Go on.
disease, I can cure it.
You can cross that bridge when we get to it, or burn it, whatever you want to say. I do have something that has been on my mind and I think is pretty important. When we first talked with Goro in the cave, with little wall cave thing, right? He had said that a dog would like a name. She doesn't have one and she would like one. And I think that we should give her one because it seems right for her to have one. And I think that's very important.
It's a female
Zeph
dog,
just
yes.
looks.
Like above
just
table,
looks at-
Bella's head is always in the right place, okay? It's always in the
Uh-huh.
right, it's in the best place.
The pooper almost died for you. They earned their name.
Hey,
They have.
yeah. Yeah. Bella's, I'm not kidding. Bella's head is always in the right place. That's why she's worried about the dog.
Well, I vote for Calliope.
You can see the
Seems
dog's
like a
tail
bit.
is going back and forth. Well, everybody but Cornelius has because the dog has put out the torch. Cornelius still knows the tail's going because the dog's sitting next to him and currently smacking the hell out of Cornelius. Whack, 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 whack.
Right. There's Calliope is an option. There's also Cookie because she is good with the idea of cooking, always has the right spices and seasoning, and ready to put barbecue sauce on people if needed to eat them.
You see, they have pulled out a spit roast.
Ella just smiles. I'm really proud of you. Always ready. Any other suggestions from anyone?
Veteran, did you have a suggestion?
I mean, I'd go with cookie. That's a good one.
Above table.
Go
My
for it.
vote is gonna. My vote is it what Xanth would technically vote for? No, but it's the name that Ollie suggested, and that's more important.
What Ollie
Well, I
suggest?
mean, you can always
Cookie.
Cookie.
Ollie's the
That's
one
where
that
it came from.
suggested Cookie. so
Yes.
so
Fair.
like I believe in honor of Ollie, it's Cookie.
I
Well, I was gonna say
I can find with that.
I figured we just do suggestions, and then the mover would get the most excited about the one that she liked, and whatever that is, that's the one we go with.
The dog looks
It's
excited
above.
about everything. And you're not entirely sure who they want to cook.
I mean, it could be anyone, and Bella would support that. Look over at CL. Right, CL, I'm assuming that you're good with whatever? You don't have a preference?
I do not have a preference. Cookie
I get
sounds
that
good.
guy like animals. Okay. Just kind of pat the dog on the head. Girl, what do you think about Cookie?
There's a happy tail wag as Cornelius is now getting whacked in the face at mock tail speed.
Right. All right, then we will call you Cookie, and that's easy to say for everybody. And then you'll know when we're talking to you eventually, and maybe one day one of us will learn how to talk with you and be able to speak with you as well.
You'll see as y'all say that, or as you say that, the dog is suddenly glowing with a green inner light before it surges into their body and blinks out.
Did we just
Don't-
unlock
fuck?
something?
I was looking at the magic people. Right? Is that what dogs do? I've never seen one do that. Is that a magic thing? That magic
Thank
dogs
you,
do?
thank
Is
you.
Cookie a
You
magic
are
dog?
friend.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh shit, the
Oh.
dog's fucking.
Bella's so happy. She's like, "Oh my god, Cookie, you can talk.
I
That's
can.
amazing."
I can. Thank you, thank you. Here, have some
Oh,
sausages.
thank you. Yes.
Okay, now I have to ask, now that they can talk, where are you getting these things?
The great chef's hat.
Great chef's hat.
Yes.
I look at Cookie. I look all around it. Do I see a chef's hat?
No.
Where is this chef's hat?
I have lost my hat, but my connection to it is not gone, so I am still able to get food.
Okay, I have no further questions. Okay, you have a magical hat that you're somehow connected to.
Yes, the great floating chef's hat.
Can you get anything out of that? Anything
No.
cooking related, I'm assuming.
Yes.
I'll ask about that later. But how the hell in the hells can you talk now?
I have been named, so therefore I am now one of you, so you can understand me.
I see.
I am Cookie of the Hat. And I
Well-
love all of you. Not.
Right.
The
Well,
dog's
we
getting
all
love
chin
you.
scratches.
Oh, that feels good. They plop on the side.
They've achieved puppy validation.
To answer your
Well,
question, Bella,
mhm.
I've never seen this happen before, but I'm not opposed to it.
Right. I haven't seen it either. I've seen people who talk with animals, right? But I've never seen one just speak back unless it was someone who was in the shape of an animal at the time and they could speak, but not just. I think it's great.
Grape?
And now Cookie can
Grapes?
tell
Do you
us.
want grapes? I have grapes.
Oh,
I could go for some grapes.
He pulls out a bottle of wine.
That is even better.
yes.
And Cornelius will take it.
Mhm.
Or she pulls out a bottle of
I
wine.
suppose.
What are you saying, Bella?
Oh, Bella's saying, right. And if you get hurt again or something's happening with your paws or you're not feeling good, you can just let us know and someone would know what to look at and how to help you.
Yeah.
This is good.
Cornelius takes the cork off the bottle and gives it a good sniff.
It's some fancy smelling wine. The stuff the nobles sell at, not sell, but stuff they serve at really important banquets. This is the good shit.
Cornelius' eyes
I was just
widen and I just look at it.
Holy shit.
That is not shit, that is wine.
This is good wine. This is the really good wine.
Thank you.
I can't drink this here in a sewer.
Yes, you can.
No.
Drink the
Oh,
wine, or I'm going to take it from you and drink it myself because I'd like some. So drink the gift. It was very nice of Cookie to give that to you. And then pass it around so others can have some.
Cornelius like just takes a nice heavy swig of it.
Oh, good gods.
That was really uncomfortable. Let's not make those noises again, right? Let's not do that when we're all in a dark room together. Especially the face you just made. We can see you, just so you know. Even though you can't see us, we can all see you. Cornwood, we can see your face.
I haven't drunk something this good since before my training. Thank you, Cookie.
You're
Truly,
welcome.
you are a true credit to your craft.
I pass the bottle to Ciel.
My grandpuppers made it years and years ago.
Thank you. CL takes a swig, passes it on to Bella.
She's gonna make sure it goes to Varen first, just from looking at the order that we're in.
No,
Okay.
I'm fine. I'm not a huge partaker in puff pass.
Baron, you are
This is
handed a glass of
wine.
wine. Not a glass, but
We're
like
not puffy on it.
Varen,
an
Varen
actual
doesn't take it,
glass
passes on
for the
straight to
wine.
Bella. She's not drinking on the job, is what she's saying. Plus, wine isn't the drink of choice.
Okay.
Why have wine when you have whiskey?
You lost your whiskey bottle because you threw it across the thing and it broke. It's part of the downfall that happened. I made a loud noise. Whiskey bottle got thrown. Cornelius basically fell on his ass. Xanth tripped. We had some accidents there for a bit. Bella's just gonna do like the pour above her mouth and drink some of it, like someone who doesn't touch their lips to other people's things, if that makes sense. Not in an offensive way, but most likely she's probably had to do this quite a few times and has learned how to not drink directly on the bottle. Just kind of drink some and pass it on to Xanth. She's like, white wine's definitely not my type of drink. It tastes way too fruity, but it was needed in this moment, and I appreciate it. Thank you, Cookie, for providing, and Cornwood, thank you for passing it around.
Xanth actually almost like doesn't look like she's paying too much attention, but she'll take the glass from Cookie and pour herself a drink before passing it back, like the bottle back to Cookie, and just kind of aerating the wine before just sipping on it herself during the rest. Just lost in thought.
You always been that snooty. I didn't take you for one of those.
Xanth looks taken aback. What is that, Ella?
Well, the only people I've seen drink like that are like rich folk and snobs who sit there and you put the wine in the glass and did the whole thing. You mixed it around with whatever it is, not with a spoon, but you shook it. Right? That's what rich people do.
That's how you
Xanth,
aerate it.
Xanth
That's my point,
looking.
Cornwood. Why is the pirate queen over here spinning her glass around like she's at a freaking 7-course meal with you and your parents?
Xanth's just gonna down the rest of the fucking glass of wine.
Well, that's just staring at you. She doesn't know shit about your name or anything, but she knows enough about people to be like, that is not how pirates and scoundrels and like soldiers drink at all.
I want to say that Bella pointing that out would make. Can I roll another intelligence check to see if I remember?
I'm gonna counter argue here for a moment.
Been like 10 minutes. No.
No,
You can only make it once a
not
day.
that. Yeah.
Oh.
My counter argument here is I literally was pretending to be a lowly noble's daughter to steal from you.
Fair.
So I might be the pirate queen, but you have seen that I am fully capable of hanging around in high society.
In that case, Cornelius will say, "Well, clearly she picked up some good habits when she was, pretending to be a noble, while ripping me off." Hmm.
Oh no. It's so good Cornelius cannot see Bella's face because she's not even going to try and hide the disgust on her face at all when he says good habits for picking up a noble. And she's just gonna shake her head no. And she's like, right, yeah, because I've never met a good noble before, so I highly doubt that they would have picked up any good habits by pretending to be one of those assholes.
You have a very dim view of the nobility, don't you, Bella?
Do you blame him?
Yeah. I've met nobility and I wasn't born as one, so I have the view that everybody has a bunch of assholes who think they're better than people and send everybody off to die for them while they sit there and get fat and take money.
Well, I won't argue the fact that there are, in fact, nobles exactly like that. I've met quite a few of them. Hell, my uncle is one of them. Right dickhead, if you ask me. But there are good nobles
Looking
out
more,
there.
not even saying anything, just looking more angry, just kind of noticeably biting her tongue almost.
Not that Cornelius sees it.
I know.
I am completely oblivious to the fact that you're looking angry.
Ow. What is Cornelius doing?
But Cornelius will continue. Like for example, my families are not like that. I mean, there was a reason I was considered, for lack of a better term, the disgrace of the Cornwood family.
Xanth will look at Bella and go, I'll give him that. Despite how he was raised, his mama did not raise him that way. She was actually a very nice lady. Still nobility, but shrugs. Bella.
Yeah, Bella's just sorry, dog. Um, real life dog, not Cookie. Uh, Bella's just gonna say, yeah, no, I've been around long enough. I've met plenty of nobles. I've never met one who you would call is a good one by choice. They'll all do something bad to you in the long run when they can. If you're not a noble or someone who's on the same level as them, they don't treat you well. No matter how nice they are, they're only nice to other nobles and people they think are worth it, or they're nice to you if you're the quote unquote help, and they're only nice to you because they feel sorry for you and they want other people to think they're nice.
Xanth's not going to argue with you.
I have the distinct feeling you and I are never going to be the bestest of friends, are we, Bella?
I mean, I thought we were doing just fine. I just think that maybe one day you'll pull your head out of your ass and stop thinking that nobles are good people. I'm still holding out hope that you'll do that.
Well, considering the fact that I have many family who are nobles, who I know for a fact are good people, you're right. That will never happen.
Yep. I mean, yes, it's not a good life to live where you are so stuck on your own self that you can't look beyond your own nose. So, I mean, who would have thought you could have been that one noble out there who was maybe willing to make a difference and not be like every other noble I've ever met? But here we are. It's very sad.
I feel like at this point that I need to roll a fucking deception check.
I can't choose that for you because I don't know what Xanth looks like. I mean, I know what Xanth looks like, but I don't know what face she's making to where if Bella's more suspicious of her or not right now, or what it
Deception
is.
and insight checks.
Yeah, I'm like thinking about it, and I'm like, how good is Xanth's poker face right now?
My big question is how good is Varen's poker face as well? Because Varen knows, right? So now you're thinking it's Varen and Xanth who are making poker faces then, unless Varen's not trying to hide anything. Now that you brought it up.
Bella, can I get that insight?
You can. My insight sucks, so it's not like we're going anywhere with this, but where is it? No, I'm gonna just straight roll this. I'm not wasting a hero point. It wouldn't be a waste, but I'll let the
Ooh.
dice just decide naturally by themselves.
No, everything looks normal. They're just listening in. They got real good poker faces.
Varen and Xanth do.
Yep.
I was gonna say Bella almost got me.
Some might say perfect.
Yeah, fair on the other side. I'm a crit. I don't want this shit going on.
The fucking
Oh,
Baron
no, it's
crits.
okay.
I
Oh, I
rolled a
forget that you
19.
guys always. I forget
Oh,
you guys
yeah.
always hide your rolls on that stuff.
Yeah, that's what we do for
Yeah.
deceptions.
God, I'm just picturing what's going to happen when eventually Bella will find out. If Cornelius will find out, he ain't gonna be quiet about it.
Yeah, 'cause
He
he
will be
can't ever shut up.
incapable. I will be incapable of being quiet about it. I'm sorry, but that's just Cornelius.
Cornelius can
I
be
was well
quiet if it.
aware that when it comes down to it, I think kind of are both well aware it's going to be an interesting session when it happens.
Oh yeah,
So-
there's a reason. It's just like Xanth's like, especially with Varen finding out recently, Xanth is just like, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because here's the thing: it's not that she doesn't disagree with you. It's because as a general rule of thumb, she 100% believes you are right.
But in that same vein, that means Bella will hate you the most. You're way bigger of a noble than me. Hell, I'm barely a noble anymore.
Anyway,
I'm like bottom rung, bottom tier.
Anywho, this is an interesting long rest or short rest. This is a short rest, not a long rest.
We've had grapes and sausage and wine, and Cookie has a name and can speak. So all in all, I'd say this is a win of a short rest. Bella does want to I imagine Bella's sitting on the ground still. I don't know if Varen's sitting or standing, but Bella's going to look up either around Varen or through Varen's legs, depending on how it's set up to CL, and just say, right. So when I was going down this way, the way we came back from, and there were more there, I think it kind of ended, but I think that there might be more up ahead. So I have a feeling that we might end up in either another altercation. So if you want to scout ahead, try not to go too far. I could come a bit with you and be stealthy as well. And for everyone else, I think that I think we're gonna have risky going. I think that we could very likely run into some more pretty quickly, and it seems like they're gonna try and come after us. They seem pretty attracted to you, Xanth. And I think if Dalton was with us currently in this exact second, they'd probably be attracted to Dalton. So I think it's not a bad idea that maybe we try and put you in the middle, right? Like maybe they'll be somewhat distracted by how bad the rest of us stink, except for you. And Cookie, you smell lovely. You didn't get in the water. So maybe that's something we could think on. Varian, you smell like oranges. Don't worry.
I do agree that we should keep Xanth in the middle. I could take up the rear. It'll be a lot easier for me to follow rather than lead. So
You can't see if anything's coming up behind you, though. You and Cookie are pretty vulnerable because you can't see, and Cookie won't be able to use her light if we're trying to go through without it. So we could go with CL and then maybe Varen and then maybe like Cookie, Xanth, you, and then I guess myself if you want, or you guys could take up the rear, but I can't promise that something won't come up from behind and you not see it. That's the other thing to think about. I can go along with CL. We can look ahead. Have we all agree?
Well, now that you mention it, it's strong likelihood we run into more of those things down here, right?
I'm pretty
I
sure I
think
saw a
so.
couple of more to the north already.
Well, in that case, there shouldn't be any problem. They glow. It'd be hard to miss in the dark.
Ask above table, were they were glowing? Was Cornelius able to see any glowing on them before they kind of started moving towards us, or they started? Was it when it's almost like they got like a pulsing?
Oh
It
yeah,
kind of
they're
glowed.
glowing before them. It's a light glow, but the pulsing
Oh,
just gets worse.
Plus, you know the
okay.
old adage:
Then
a
yeah.
single candle in the dark can light your way. So it would be very easy for me to see it in this complete darkness.
Okay. Then Bella will say, "All right." Then I guess CL and I could maybe try and get just a little bit ahead, not very far, right? We don't want to get too far ahead and almost die. And then maybe Varen, and then Cookies, and then CL. Is that not CL? And then Cornelius. Sorry, too many C names with that. There's a lot of C names actually. Um, but is that a way to go on? I think we're kind of going in a row, not really side by side.
You may see. Would you like me to change my name to Tornelius? No, that would make Cece very happy.
Just keep calling you the loud one if she needs to. Because Bella will add, I was informed, reminded very nicely that I have to be within 30 feet of Varen at all times.
Well, as much as you can. Should keep the enemies off of you, at least one of them at a time.
Right. I will do my best to stay close. I think I move a little further than you do. I will stay as close as I can. Unless someone tries to hurt Cookie, then I will run off and go murder them.
That's understandable.
Don't worry, I'm just pat you on the shoulder. I do the same for you.
Oh, thanks. Granted, if you can get them, like, the enemy between you and a cliff, that might work very well as
Uh, all right, I'll keep a mental note of that. Typically, if I get things near a cliff, and I'm fighting them, I just throw them off. It's normally how I deal with that. Seems to work the best.
Yeah, that's the same effect I'm thinking about. Good
Not
10-foot shove off a
Right.
cliff usually does it.
not
Right.
sure how much that would help down here. I don't think there's any cliffs. Plus, didn't those things float?
We all float down here. God damn it. Sorry.
Look out! There be floaters in the water.
Thank God! I thought Cece would have just brought Pennywise in here. I will freak the fuck out.
And have you not seen the way the things kind of look? They are kind of Pennywise coated with their coloring. I mean, that's
I think I do
we
we're in
have
the
Pennywise
sewers.
step block.
No.
Please
don't you
don't.
do
That's
it,
where I
Cece.
draw the
Don't you
line.
fucking do it.
Yeah, here it is.
Tra- that,
No.
that, that,
I'm gonna
that
fucking
movie
fight you.
traumatized me as a child. The
Leave
original.
that horrible writer out of this.
Keeping
Yeah.
on.
Yes.
Yeah, he's only CR15. No one can do it. But
Um,
Grr.
that was Bella's suggestion, by the way, for how we move through. That's all she had.
And I don't see an issue with it.
Yeah, I'm good with that as well. We are going to go north, correct? I think that's what we decided last time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready when you guys are.
Uh, can you write out the order you want us to go in?
Write it out.
Basically, if you can just do
Um,
like the first two letters of everyone's name.
Oh yeah,
hold
that would work.
on.
I think Cookie would need to be the you could just write Cookie.
Cookie deserves a full name.
Or you just
Yeah.
call Corn. Or that works for Cornelius.
Okay.
I'll never escape it.
No.
My
Okay,
name will
I
forever be that of a
Now,
Midwestern.
Cookie and Varen could trade spots, so on and so forth. That was just kind of around. That way, Xanth isn't. I guess Bella's thought is that if we're walking towards them, the things, if there are more down here, like if we're more down here and we're going to face like towards them at first, having Xanth a little bit towards the back is a better option. And since Cookie and Cornelius can't, they don't have dark vision, the theory is they can just kind of follow and then Xanth can see around both of them. Like Cookie can follow Varen, like, bite on the back of Varen's shirt, and Cornelius can like hold on to the back of Xanth's shirt or whatever, and they can kind of lead through, is the thought. 2 scouts, vision, no vision, vision, no vision. Boop, boop.
we've got this.
We'll probably get in a fight again in about 5 minutes, but I'm ready for it.
CL, can I get a perception check?
Sure.
CL, as the rest of the party's talking, you've been quiet for most of the rest, but towards the end of it, you start to notice something. Down the hall off to the left, about where y'all were fighting, you can see there is a red light, a weak red light flashing into an existence and then disappearing. There's about a minute in between flashes.
I'll immediately point it out to everybody. Hey guys, look over there. There's a light flashing.
Cornelius will
Looks
look
in
over
that
there.
direction.
It is currently dark.
I'm going to go check it out. Can I stealth over there?
Yep. Just roll stealth.
Bella wants to try and stealth on the other side of it, like the north side of that way,
Gotcha.
if that's
It's about
possible.
right here.
I wanna can I use-
Yes. Okay. Lucille, sorry.
No, I was gonna use a luck point, but then I realized that's not this character.
No, no.
So I don't have lucky.
If you have MVP, you can reroll.
I don't, so that's okay. I'll
Yep.
just take one.
Crit fail is a crit fail.
I could just go peek around the corner.
Do note, you
Right
do
here?
not know
Don't
the
worry, Bella
result.
did.
Yeah, you go over there. Once you get about here, though, you can see what's flashing. In the dark, you can see a torso.
A torso by itself?
Yes. The edges are made where the limbs should be. There's a soft red mist coming out of it, but you immediately recognize it as one of the torsos that disappeared as it was part of one of the beings you fought earlier.
It looks like it's reforming.
Yes, it does.
Okay, that's not good. I'm gonna go back and tell the party what's going on.
And I assume
Can I-
Bella sees this too, because they were following.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, if it's okay, is Bella okay to make it like this far and then just go, well, fuck, and point up to the north?
Yeah, we gotta get moving because if these things come back,
Bella wants to like like I think CL would still be over there. I was thinking like why you said that. I think Bella would probably make it this far and out loud. I would just say, fuck, and point up north for the rest of the party to see what she's seen here.
yeah, there's one up north.
Like that. Well, I mean, that's just what I was gonna say. Yeah, that's why I say that's how far I think Bella would make it and see that before she would just say that out loud and not even quietly, but maybe quietly. But I don't think it like she's not gonna scream it, but she would audibly say that and point just north and probably not look at CL. To be honest with you.
Okay. Cece, how long has it been since, do you know how long it's been since I've established my original psychic connection, which would have been when we first got to the hospital with Xanth?
Um,
It was earlier today, but I just don't know
it's
how many hours.
been like 10, 12 hours by this point.
Oh, okay, then I gotta reestablish it.
Because y'all were wandering around for a long time.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna reestablish a new psychic link here before we get moving.
Who are you establishing it with?
Let's do Xanth, Bella, and Cornelius.
CL, I need a charisma save.
I was about to say, yeah. Don't you remember you can't do it with it, bro? It's too late.
Wait, charisma save.
Charisma save, yes. Since he's standing about there, Cornelius and Xanth, you see a red light flash in CL's eyes.
Still, or
I feel the connection, don't I?
Oh yeah. And you feel
What a-
something else connect CL, not Xanth.
Jill, you good there, buddy?
I'm just gonna cut that connection.
Fair.
That didn't work.
Xanth's gonna just grab your face and look in your eyes. Do I still see red?
There is a hint of red at the back of his eye, almost like the reflection of a cat's eye in the dark.
God damn it, Seattle.
Cornelius will say, he got touched, didn't he?
He connected to me.
And you're touched, so that he's.
Fucking
God damn it, Ciel.
Cornelius, you were there. Cornelius, dipshit, you were there. He looked out the fucking window and it melted his goddamn brain when he saw whatever was out there. It fried his brain in front of all of us. Remember,
Yes,
he
but he
laid in
wasn't.
bed. He couldn't talk. He couldn't move. What do you think did it? He looked in the red mist and it made him get all fucking weird and it fried his brain. The same shit. It was just different. He didn't go outside, but it like melted his brain. Varen didn't know when he was coming back. The doctor was worried.
Yes, but I don't believe Ciel had the red eyes like Xanth or Dalton had, like the little red tinge in there. He has it
Oh,
now.
I gotta ask about the table. I thought he did have something when he got
No.
hit that like we noticed
No.
the red, but nothing happened to him at all.
The last
Nothing
time he
bad.
tried to the last time he tried to connect to me, he passed the save enough to disconnect
I'm not
before
talking
it
about
got to
the
him.
save. I'm
All
not
about
talking
that.
about the save. I was talking about when he looked out the window and failed the save. Like
There
the, and
was
he
an
took all that
effect
psychic
on
damage.
him,
I thought that there was
not the same one that seems to have affected Xanth and Dalton.
Yeah, that was pure damage. That was just a pure psychic injury.
And
This
you
is now
know,
he's been affected.
he's lost his memory for a lot of that night, but different effects.
I think it was like some version of the feeble mind spell.
Well, I don't think you can be a
that was
scout
what
now.
he said it basically was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
think you
don't.
can be a. Oh, go
I'm
ahead.
not gonna risk linking again, so it's gonna have to go without it.
That, and I don't think it could be a scout right now.
But I was just gonna say, right, excuse me, and just slide around everyone, excuse me. Stand here and say, if they come attack me, that means that I think we're fighting, right? But I vote, we have no choice, I think, but to keep going north because there was dead ends to the west. We came in from the east. There's been nothing to the south, so we got to go to the north. So I'm gonna try and walk. Fuck, I'm just gonna look at Xanth and be like, Xanth, I don't think you and CL can be right up front. If they can touch you, I think they're gonna hurt you worse. And they seem to really like the people with the red shit. You said something's wrong with CL, right? So I guess I don't even know how we're gonna do this. But I can start walking forward. I can see one right on this side and at least two up to the left. So I can kind of cross this bridge, start going up. probably gonna get in a fight. Maybe you and CL don't. Like, he shoots from far away. You throw your magic shit at people if need be. We just try and all get across this bridge to the west and then try and get up and see what happens. I can lead us.
I think we should definitely all stick as close as possible together. Remember, these things can port around like crazy.
No. I'm not saying that we leave. I'm literally watching one move right now. I'm saying that we just try and stick in one row and we try to walk past them without fighting them. But I was saying maybe if I go first, we can get past them. But I think that's the best option to just try and we cross the bridge. And it's making me really nervous because it's just moving around. So I think that the longer we stand and talk, the more risky it is, right? So maybe we just try to go. Is that okay?
Yep, let's go. Lead the way.
And just gonna look at Xanth and be like, "Can you, Cornelius? Maybe I don't know. I don't fucking know. I guess we just go in whatever way. I'm worried about the doctor. It doesn't have the amount of armor other people have. I don't want them to get beat up. Same with Cookie. I'll start. You guys follow however you'd like, and please don't die." And she's just gonna try and just be like, "Ah, fuck," as soon as she takes a step forward. Well, there's a bunch of them again, so maybe the rest was a terrible idea because it looks like, right, they're reformed, like CL thought. So, okay, just, just kind of looking at Xanth, not super loud, but like trying to say, as you come out, just please be ready. They're right back where they were, like right before. So just trying to like wave, like, let's go. Act like bunnies. Hop, hop.
Uh, yeah.
I need stealth checks.
Yay!
I'm not going to hero point it because I know people have disadvantage. Had a feeling that it was just going to be rough no matter what, but I'll probably get a nat one, Holy
Everyone
shit, wow.
passes with me, of course.
What was that?
Everyone
Cornelia?
everyone rolls. Oh, maybe it's not high enough for Farron, but everyone passes with me. I get horrible. The curse of heavy armor.
Do you want us to keep moving tokens, CC,
Mhm.
or no? Okay. She's just going to keep kind of, I don't know how far to move at a time, so I guess just like that work and let the. I'm assuming we're all kind of like conga lining this, and my mind is what's happening, right? Like we're just kind of in a conga line, like all going together, hoping for the best. CL's going off, running away.
As
scared.
Cornelius steps on to the bridge, one of the wooden planks breaks through and it crashes into the water. His weight was a little bit much. The loudest thing, however, is Cornelius's armor as he shifts to not fall into the water. Y'all all see the two on y'all's right turn to look at the party.
Ella is gonna try quick thinking and look at Xanth and say, right, up north, just go fast. Let's just try and outrun them. I'll wait. I'll pick up the rear. Just go. Just bunch. They're everywhere. Like, just run. Just see if like she gets
Run.
Xanth to like start
So you're
running.
quick and
Like,
stealth?
I'm assuming Cornelius is. Yeah, Cornelius is holding on, right? So her theory is they just
Yeah, I have
run. Is kind of
Cornelius.
what she's trying to do. Yeah,
Oh,
and
just being dragged
like same
along.
with Cookie. Like, yeah, she's telling Cookie, Bear, and CL, like everyone just like her theory is just try and get the fuck out of here as fast as we can at this point. If they've already heard us, like just run
Alrighty, wait
Yeah.
and she'll take the
there.
rear.
Out of curiosity, CC, before you do it, is there any way I could have grabbed my spear as we were running past it?
Not with you being dragged in the dark because you can't see anything.
Got it. I am spearless.
Yep.
Sword only from now on.
Is Cookie going?
Yeah, Cookie's
Cece, do
coming.
I see the spear or any other weapons on the ground?
Yeah, you do see the spear. You can see in the dark.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab, and if there's other weapons from the corpses and stuff, I should have said that I was gonna do that during the short rest, but that's okay.
It's just the spear you can grab.
Okay, then I'll grab it and then I'll hand it back.
Alrighty, as y'all are running, you'll make it that far. You come here, you come here. You heard, so you're on the move now that they're running. You move now that you hear them run. You hear the running. You hear the running. You do too as you're floating this way. And you'll all see multiples of the flashing red lights start, and they get very angry very fast as we're going back into the combat.
We have people in heavy armor, you know what I mean? I really don't like when you roll that damn thing. You roll the shittiest initiatives for me. I
I'm
hate it
sorry.
so much.
I should also
Uh,
point out that Cornelius is currently blind, as this light is off currently. Round one.
I mean,
I'm gonna
my
boycott the API.
warhammer, my warhammer is a moon touched.
Did you draw it at any point?
Yeah,
When'd you draw it?
we were told to I said I drew it when we started running. I said I grabbed Cornelius and my warhammer and started running.
Alright, so yeah,
We
you
broke
have a
stealth.
light on, but yeah, they are very angry with the light on.
Yeah, they can be angry.
Bella, just like as we're going, just be like, as she sees them moving, be like, right, I think the best option, we just literally beat them to death and just get the fuck out of here because they just keep coming back. I don't think we can stealth through because people are loud.
Yeah, we just gotta kill our way through and don't stop.
If we don't die before before we get to our turns.
Cookie's gonna rush back behind Bella, doing their best to protect. As they're gonna go for some bites. Both of those are gonna hit, dealing a total of 16. Actually, are they still there? Yes, they are. As the doggo does some good damage. Cordwood.
All right. Cornelius will draw his sword, his moon touch sword. So now he can see. He'll push past Xanth and attack this one right in front of him.
Gotcha.
And I am going to use my first attack is going to have, because I want to do as much damage as humanly possible this first round, Searing Smite.
Cornelius, why are you stuck in between the grid?
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
That's a weird placement. That's a weird little grid. That's that 0.0001% odd inaccuracy or something. I don't know.
No, you're not even on the grid. You're just ignoring it.
I'm on the grid. Like
No, you're not.
Yeah, that's just the one spot. That's literally
That's not the grid. You're in
What the
between the
fuck?
grid.
What the fuck? I
What
have
are you
I have
seeing?
surpassed the grid, apparently. I am no longer part of the grid. I have gone off the grid. I have a compound out in the forest that's
Okay,
purely
there we go.
using
It's
green
fixed. I
energy.
don't know what that was about. You were like moving halfway between the grid. That was weird. Okay, it's fixed now. Okay, Cornelius, what you doing?
Alright, so Searing Smite.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna attack this guy. 14.
It's gonna hit.
I'm out. Let me turn off advantage. And I think it's on next time I hit a creature, and I'm gonna cast this at second level. I think.
You would need to do it before you rolled. So it would only be the one.
It says the next time I hit a creature.
Yeah, but you've already cast the spell.
Oh, okay. So we'll just
You need to use the second level spike when you cast the spell, not after you roll to hit. You spend it when you roll to hit, but you need to say what level you're casting when you cast the spell. Alrighty, so I need the damage from your longsword as well. So 6 damage from your longsword, 4 damage from your 5. No, that they take that at the start of their turn, I think.
There's an
Attack does an extra
target-
d6. Oh no, so it does take the extra 4.
Yeah, it causes
And at the start of each of its turn, it makes the con save. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
And now I will use my extra attack to attack once more.
Mm-hmm.
11.
Gonna miss. As it is
Damn it.
going to shift back, the blade moving just before their throat, but missing.
All right, that's that, and then take those off, and I will use my bonus action to summon up my spiritual weapon.
You've already cast a spell with your
It's
bonus
a-
action.
What do you mean?
Searing Smite.
Oh, damn! I thought that was an attack thing. Okay, never mind then.
It's a bonus action and a spell, so.
Okay. But yeah, that's it for me.
Alrighty. You have concentration. Make sure to put it on your token.
Yep.
That brings us to this guy who's coming for Xan. Going with the claw. They're gonna crit. Okay, that's how we're going today.
Silvery barbs.
Alrighty. Turns into a 15, so misses. They have disadvantage, so they lose that crit, but it's a 24.
That's a first level spell.
Yeah. That's going to be 8 force damage. I need a con save.
You said 8?
Yep.
Okay.
8 force.
I'm gonna give CL the advantage from Silvery.
Gotcha.
You said con save?
Con save indeed.
Okay.
You're fine. You managed to hold on. That is going to bring us to this one, who is going to step forward and also attack Xanth. That is a 25 and a 20 with disadvantage. 7 slashing, 8 force, and another con save for a total of 15 damage. I'm keeping it. CL.
Okay, have advantage, right? I'm gonna shoot this one here. That's
Gotcha.
directly. Advantage.
You sneak attack because of it.
Okay, and then also gonna use sharpshooter feet.
Gotcha. It's going to be a 15. That's going to hit.
That's a hit.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It'll be 28 damage. As you catch him dead in the chest.
Okay. And then for my bonus action, I would like to dash. Oh, there's people there. I didn't see those people. I'm gonna go in the water. Just so.
Gotcha. Sploosh. It is half
And I move
movement in
half my movement, right?
there. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just for in
So
the water.
And that's all I think I can. Can I go 5 more or no?
You still have most of your movement. You've only moved like 5, 10,
Oh, I thought it was half my
20,
movement through the
30,
water.
40. So you have 2 squares left with your dash.
I'll just stay here.
Okay.
I'll stay there. Yeah. Okay. And that'll be fine.
It's gonna bring us to this one. Who is gonna come this way and shoot CL? This is gonna be a 18. That's going to miss. Brings us to this one. It needs a con save. That's Bane. Con save. That is an 18, meaning the fire goes out. And it is going to attack Cornelius. First with the blast at disadvantage. It's a 12. It's going to miss. Then the claws. It's a 15. I think that also misses Cornelius. Yes, it does.
Yep, my AC is 18.
This one over here is going for the dog that bit him. They lose the crit due to disadvantage, but that's still a hit. 7 force damage to the boofer. Boofer's going to need a con save. 15, they save. Claw also hits. It's going to be 9 more slashing against the boofer. Bringing us to this one over here, who's coming forward, trying to follow CL as they are going to take a blast. Is a 16. The 16 hit CL? Yes, it does. 7 force damage. You're in the water, so you can't get knocked prone, so it doesn't really matter. But it's going to continue this way and attack. That's a 10. That misses.
Okay.
So CL, you took 7 force damage.
Got it.
This one over here is coming for CL. They're going to take a shot. That is going to be a 15, which hits. That is 11 force damage. It's going to step forward, go for a claw. That's going to hit for 6. So 17 total damage.
Okay.
Xanth.
Okay. Well, first things first is I get my reaction back. And then I am... Oop, what did my thing do? There we go. You know, I'll Word of Radiance.
Gotcha. So it's these two making
It'll
a
hit
charisma save? No, Constitution save.
no con.
Both of them are going to fail and take 11 damage.
Alrighty. What's my... Okay, and then... Yeah, I'm gonna upcast to 3rd level a spiritual weapon.
Gotcha. What does that do?
It will... Wait, do I have to go up 2 levels? Hit. Yep, never mind. Not upcast. Wait. Yeah.
When you use a
Wait.
3rd level or higher, it increases for every 2 spell slots above 2nd. So 3rd wouldn't
Yeah.
do anything.
Nope.
You want 4th.
Yeah. So, never mind. We're casting it at 2nd. I forgot that spell doesn't do that thing. So just 2nd level.
Gotcha.
And it's this one specifically.
Gotcha. Throw down your spiritual weapon.
I'm working on it. I need a new mouse. Mine doesn't scroll anymore.
What did Mouse the Mouse ever do to you?
Okay, if the mouse would scroll because Mouse the Mouse is a good mouse. This is the fucking mechanical mouse that I've had since 2016 and I graduated high school.
Well, that's going to hit.
Okay, it hits. My scrolling is terrible. Take 10 damage. Another, yeah.
Gotcha.
That is my action and my bonus action.
Varen.
Varen is going to simply hit the bloody one near CL with a Mind Sliver.
That was round 1, not round 2.
Oh, why did that do that?
It is going to make a wisdom, intelligence save, not a wisdom save. That is going to fail, dishing out 5 damage as it breaks down.
And
Disappearing into the red light.
yeah, going cozy up beside Bella.
Bella!
Yeah, Bella will go ahead and show rage. And then she wants to step here. Did you step around Cookie for 5, or are we counting that as 10?
If
Just
you want to
looking for
jump
movement
across,
wise.
it'll be an acrobatics. If you move through Cookie, you don't have to make the acrobatics, but it costs significantly more movement.
So it's 10 to get here then.
15,
To
because you
move
have to go
through.
into Cookie and then 5 down. If you want to make the acrobatics, it's 5.
It's fine. I have plenty of. She has like 40 feet of movement, so we're gonna go after this one.
Gotcha.
We won't reckless yet. Save it. We're not really angry like that. So bunk.
And as you do
And-
that, Boofer is with you. 2
Yep.
damage.
Is it being weird again? Try that again. There we go.
7 damage.
7.
Boofer is going to do 6. Alrighty, continue on.
Still there?
That's going to hit. It's going to do 6 more, and that
6
one
more.
breaks down.
All right, then we've moved 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, I believe.
Gotcha.
About-ish. We have 40 feet, but either way, we're going over to this one. This is where we're going next, and that's our turn.
Don't you have a 3rd attack?
Oh, I do. Oh my god, I forget that I have the extra. You know what? Thank you.
Stab him.
It's falling apart.
No, you missed.
Nope.
It's floating
It's
in
all
the
right.
water
This
and it's
way,
shifting weird. You try to swing and it's just
Yep.
a whole ordeal. It's a little out.
Tired of fighting these damn things. You
Yeah.
know, we're just having a moment. Just that's what it is.
That is going to bring us to this one over here. Who's going to float up here. And they're going to take a shot at Xanth. That is a 19 to hit Xanth. The Xanth gets hit full in the chest. 7 force damage. And I need another Constitution save. Cornelius, you can take the concentration off.
Oh, I thought that spell continues every time I hit. The first time I hit.
No.
They broke it already.
Yeah,
Oh.
if it broke the spell on your first one, so the effect ended. And it didn't take damage.
Oh. What about Thunderous Smite?
All of them pretty much work like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
They do.
that's
I think
gross.
most of the smites actually are concentration until you use it, and then it's spent. I think Searing Smite's one of the only one that stays.
That's really, really.
So concentration works, because most of it's concentration to hold on to it until you use it in case you miss your attack. So you don't waste your
Okay.
spell points. Xanth is going to
Fair.
is holding up. That's all they're doing. Cookie is just like, hey, wait for me. As they're going to run over here. And they're going to go for some bites. First one misses. Second one, no, flanking. Both are going to hit. And they have advantage, so that's only 1 attack. So, because they have pack tactics. Come here, Cookie. You have advantage. Second one crit at all? No. So both of them just hit. For a total of 23 damage. Doggo's going to...
Cookie gets their reaction back.
Yeah. Both for health. That is it for Cookie. Bringing us to Cornholio.
Oh, here it is. What is this? This is. Okay, so that's a bonus action.
Most of your smites are bonus action cast. Concentration
Oh.
until you hit.
Oh, I wasn't thinking about Smite. I'm going to look at this one right here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to cast Compel Duel.
Okay.
I want to try to get as many of these to stop attacking Xanth as I possibly can, which is
Okay.
pretty much just the one.
think that's a wisdom save. Yes, it is. Wisdom, that is a 15 against your 13 spell DC, meaning it breaks free.
Dang it. Well, I'll just attack the one in front of me a couple times.
Gotcha. So the same one you tried to compel?
No, this one, the one I already damaged.
Okay.
So the
Second
first
attack's
one
gonna
hit.
miss. 6 damage.
What is up with me rolling ones today with the damage?
Cornelius can't see all that well. He's not getting
Fair.
decisive blows. But he's skilled enough, he's getting some blows.
And that's all I can do.
Alrighty. That is going to bring us to this one, who's going to try to bad touch Xanth. First with the blast, disadvantage. You can't crit, stop it! But that's 24. It's going to be 10 force damage and a con save. These ones up front like critting. You save, so you're fine. 21's going to hit, so you're going to take an additional 9 damage for 19. They're rolling really high on their damages, too. Alrighty. That is going to bring us to this one, who is going to attack Xanth as well. That is a 10, which misses. That is a 9, also misses. So yeah.
I think the main problem is that I'm getting focus fired.
Yes, it is.
Can I disengage and climb up here? And
Yes, it'll take double movement, so 10 feet to get up there. But you bonus action disengage, so you're fine.
okay, and then
You're now soaked again, though.
that's okay. I'm gonna move back one square. I'm gonna go here,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna shoot this one. Come back here.
Do note you will not have sneak attack.
Oh, I see. Then
You
I will
don't have an
shoot
ally or
this
advantage. That one you will. So fire away.
Yep.
You're using a light crossbow, right?
Like crossbow
That's
plus
not
I have
50 feet,
shooter.
Yeah, I was just checking the distance.
I think. Okay, so if I don't have, okay, I gotta set it to no advantage because I don't have advantage,
Correct.
and I want to take off the sharpshooter.
Make sure you
So I
take
have
both
to-
versions of sharpshooter off. The
I did.
attack and the damage.
I did. Okay.
You're gonna nail him.
Got him.
Yep,
Okay.
that's a crit.
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay, cool. So damage is cool.
That is going to be. Just click the. In the chat, click the word light crossbow.
Oh, okay.
There we go. So that is going to do 19, 24, 30 damage. And shatter that one's chest as it disappears.
And that's gonna be my turn.
Gotcha. That brings us to this one. It is continuing to hunt CL. It's going to come over here. It's going to go for a blast. That is a 10. That's going to miss. Can't claw. So this one up here is going for Cornelius. First a blast. 20. That's going to hit. 9 force damage. Need a con save from Cornelius.
Alright.
Cornelius is going to fail and get knocked back into Xanth. Need a strength save or a dex save from Xanth. Xanth manages to keep their feet, but Cornelius is knocked prone. They're going to take advantage of that advantage to try to claw Cornelius. That is a 17. I think that misses. That's going to miss.
Yep.
So you only take that 9 force damage, Cornelius.
Alright.
Which brings us to this one over here, who is going to attack Bella. Actually, no, that's not what they're going to do. They're going to let out a warp. I need a wisdom save from Bella, Cookie, CL. Does it hit Varen? No. So just Bella, Cookie, and CL. Wisdom save.
I'm gonna use a hero point on it.
Cookie is going to fail. Bella's going to succeed. CL is going to succeed. So
Nice.
both Bella and CL take 4 psychic damage. Well, the dog is going to take 9. So Bella, you're only going to take 1. Your action to deal. No, it doesn't lower it. You just do damage back. Okay.
Yeah, and it pushes it into the other one there, I think.
Yeah, just go over here. As they bounce off each other. Okay, so what else does this do to the dog? They have disadvantage until the end of their next turn. As the dog is having issues. Alrighty. So that is up for them. That is going to bring us to Xanth.
Okay. Varen has very few spell slots. Xanth is going to bite the bullet and cast a Cure Wounds on herself.
Thank you.
I will do it at 3rd level as soon as I figure out how many spell points that's gonna be.
3rd level's 5.
3rd, okay. That's 3d8. Okay. Nope, no. Discord, go away. Give me back my sheet.
$16 HP back to you.
Plus
Actually, doesn't
4.
that add?
So
Yeah, 20.
yeah, plus 4, so 20. I need to do that here. Okay. And then bonus action, I'll use the spiritual weapon.
Gotcha.
Come on. Not my
It's gonna hit.
best, but okay.
As the trident spears them through the back, doing 6 damage.
Okay.
Looking a little messed up. Still there.
So that's all I can do without taking an op attack.
Varen.
Yeah, no, Xanth is the person that needs it. Even though you did already heal yourself a bit.
$17 HP
17.
to Xanth.
And back to where I was.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to have to go south again in a second.
She's gonna make her way to you soon.
Anything else from Varen?
You're not the person I'm worried about. No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no, nothing else. Okay. Bella.
Free object interaction, pet cookie, tell her she's a good girl. Move all the way over in front of CL. So
Gotcha.
10, 15, 20, 25. Bonus action, we will shift again. Because we can use extra ouchies. And we are gonna reckless because we'd like to hopefully make things go bye faster.
Gotcha.
Oh, sorry, my roll 20 is being really weird with things. I apologize. I'm just trying to find the heart, which I know where it is. And we'll start with this one.
Gotcha.
Right, we're gonna try and bite it.
Bite, 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 bite,
Just
bite.
feels right. Yep. Oh,
That is going to hit.
I think a 13 misses. Oh, okay. Never mind. So, boop.
As it is
Go for 9.
destroyed.
All right, one in front of us.
It's going to hit.
Once.
Hang on.
Nice.
Do the first damage.
I mean, I'm not gonna make it to the next person, so we might as well just go a little crazy. But
Well,
7.
that's because, yeah, this one disappears and reappears over here.
That bitch. All right, so we did 10. Can't get to it. Oh, it's really frustrating. 25. Okay, we're going in the water. So if I jump, how far can I make it?
You can jump
How far
if
can?
you have no run up this time because you went the other way.
Uh-huh.
So you'd be able to jump half of your movement score. What's your or not your movement score? Half of your strength score. What's your strength? Should be like 18, I think.
20.
20. So you'd be able to jump 2 squares.
I want to jump and attack this thing. That's all I want to do. So I just want to get in over here, which
You
is
have 10
fine.
feet of movement?
And then I'm now disadvantaged.
I think you do.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I
just
only
wanted to
moved
check.
25 feet. I have 40 feet total.
Yeah, I was just double
So
checking.
she's trying to, yeah. So I can't attack it in air, I'm guessing. So I basically have
can.
to jump in the water and then disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just attack with advantage, and
Do
then you
I?
sploosh in the water.
Okay, so the 18 would be this attack then, correct? Because the
Yes.
first one made it disappear. So that, okay. So then sploosh in the water.
Now you'll have disadvantage.
And
But you have advantage,
okay,
so you're
but I'm
alive.
reckless and so normal. Okay,
I've
so and
got
then
a
this is the
quick
last claw.
question.
Damn it, another nat 1 again. So annoying. Yep.
Bella, is your rage damage on?
No.
Oh, it is not. No, I don't know why.
So
What
you do an
happened to
extra
my?
3. Is it 2 or 3
At
right
this
now?
level 2.
It's 2. Yeah,
So you
it's
do an
2 on each of them.
additional
Oh, sorry, I
4
must.
damage.
Yeah, wonder when I clicked it. There you go. But that's it. Run, jump, land in water. You know,
So let's see. Does it disappear
awesome
again?
move through the air where, right? But like awesome move through the air where I hit it, and then as soon as she hits the water, I'm good.
Gotcha. Alrighty. That is
PB.
going to bring us to this. Is that it for you, Bella?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, cool. That's going to bring us to this guy who's going to attempt to shoot Xanth. Kerplow. That's 21 to hit Xanth. 7 force damage. And I need a con save. Xanth manages to keep her feet. They're then going to step forward and attack Cornelius. It's going to be a 19 due to advantage. They're going to stab for 4 slashing. Brings us to Cookie. Cookie's just like, I got you. I got you. I'm going up here. I can only kind of see. Can you actually see over Cookie?
I was gonna say, do you have me and Cornelius glowing?
Yeah. But it's kind of glowing, so you can kind of see. They still have disadvantage. That doesn't really matter, but they understand where this thing is. So they are going. They have advantage. They have disadvantage, so they're going to attack normally. It's a 10, which misses. 12, which also misses. But that also removes their disadvantage. Cornwood.
Raven,
Yes.
it's your turn. Stand up. Do your thing.
Excellent. Excellent. So I'll stand. Use half my movement to stand up. Stand up. I'm going to attack the person in front of me.
There's 3 people in front of you. One to the
The
north.
one I've been attacking. Yeah, the one to the north. The one I've been attacking.
And let's see if I hit.
It's gonna hit.
15 and 10.
Miss.
All right, so the 15. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
So that's 13 damage on that one. I will use my bonus action to summon up my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
I will place it. There we go, right there, and it will attack the one that's bloodied.
Okay. Make sure to put what turn you summoned it on the token. It is currently round 3. You're gonna crit.
Excellent.
That is gonna be
And no
13
doing-
damage.
And that's all I can do.
Alrighty, that is going to bring us to this one who has not fallen as they take a shot at Xanth. Actually, no, they are going to take attack at both of you. I need a wisdom save from Cornelius and Xanth. Cornelius fails. Xanth succeeds. Xanth, you're going to take 4 psychic damage. Cornelius, you are going to take 9 psychic damage, and you have disadvantage on all attacks until the end of your next turn.
Aw.
Then
Minus
that's
9.
it for them. So yeah. What you up to?
And you are muted, by the way.
My God, did he die?
Hello?
There you are.
There we go.
I was, it wouldn't let me unmute myself.
Weird.
I kept hitting the unmute button and it would just do nothing. I had to log off. Okay, what I want to do is steady aim from here
Mm-hmm.
and hit this guy.
Which guy?
This guy.
Way back there. Do you
Yeah.
have disadvantage? How many people? I don't think you do.
No,
No,
it's an
you're
80.
good. Were you doing the first one or the second one? The bloodied one or the not bloodied one?
The not bloodied one.
Gotcha. I just want to make sure I'm minusing from the right guy. If you hit.
And then let me.
So you have advantage.
That's the goal. Well, we use advantage. Okay, here we go.
That is going to be a 20, so that's going to hit.
One more.
Now I just need the damage. That is 28 damage as you get a solid hit.
And that's gonna be my turn.
Gotcha. That's going to bring us to this one. Who's going to try to beat up on Bella? Blasted Bella. That's an 18.
That
6
hits.
force damage. Claw attack. 20. That is 6 down to 3 slashing. So you take 9 total damage. That is gonna bring us to this one. Alrighty, 3 more damage. And they get knocked over here. It's gonna bring us to this one, who's going to attack Cornwood. Ah, that's 12. It misses. Wow, that's a 19. That hits. Cornelius is going to take 6 slashing damage as they drive their nails into your pauldron and try to rip it off, taking a good chunk of meat out from under the pauldron.
I just realized how much slashing damage have I actually taken this combat?
I don't know.
Well, is it considered non-magical?
Yes, it's just slashing.
Okay,
Actually,
then
no,
that's
it's
really
reaching
good.
through, so it would be magic. Theirs would be.
It would be
Theirs would be magical.
Theirs would
yeah.
be. Okay, so my heavy armor master doesn't come into play.
Not against this.
Okay, just making sure.
Because they're reaching through you and then attacking, which is a type of magical attack, kind of. In a way, a sword attack is magic. But, yeah. Alrighty. That is going to bring us to Xanth. Xanth, what you do?
Probably something stupid. Xanth's gonna, for a moment, share a space with Cornelius. I'm not gonna move them because I don't want to get trapped under them. And we're gonna do a Word of Radiance again, so that I hit all
Gotcha.
3.
Let's get a con save. Only the southern one's gonna fail. Take that 9, but that's gonna kill them.
Only the okay. I'm going to Silvery Barbs, the one that Cornelius has been fighting.
Gotcha. They're gonna make a con save. They get a 16. I think that still saves. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Are you giving advantage
I will
to?
give Cornelius.
So you have
Thank you.
advantage on your first, which is put out by your
Normal.
disadvantage, and then your other ones will have disadvantage.
Fair.
Alright, anything else for Xanth? They both get attacks of
Yes.
opportunity as you back off, though.
Well, one sec. I haven't quite backed up yet.
Okay.
This is gonna come up and hit the one in front of Cornelius.
Gotcha.
That's not how you spell spiritual. Give me my spell.
That's gonna hit. 10 damage, which
10.
kills that one out, right?
Okay, and then I'll. Well, actually, with that one dead, I'm just gonna step here.
Gotcha. Varen, you've got a
Uh,
problem.
No, I don't. Someone else will take care of that one. Sacred Flame to the one beside Xanth. Actually, I need to check that.
30
Yes.
feet, the thing it's in range.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
Sacred Flame to the one
a
beside
dex
Xanth.
save. It's a 7. It's gonna fail. That one dies.
Okay. And I'm going to move there to give some space.
Ooh, actually,
So,
no, you used the spell casting action. Never mind. You're good.
yeah, no, I specifically did that because I was like, I'm not doing a range attack.
No, it was spell casting action, which isn't an attack action, which means Cookie can't trigger. So, anything else from Varen?
I'm not good at melee, anyways. No.
Bella, 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 Bella. Bella can be
Bella's
can
gonna
trigger the
get-
doggo.
Yep. So 10, 20 into Cookie, 20, 25, right? 10 here, 20 up into Cookie, 25 to here.
Yep.
Okay. We're gonna, yep, she's gonna look Cookie, and we're gonna attack this guy is the plan. But she's gonna start with recklessly biting it.
I forgot Cookie had that ability.
Mm.
Okay, I'm gonna have to remember that in future. Go ahead. That's gonna hit. Do some damage. Don't roll your next attack yet, though.
I won't. Sorry, my hand's moving slow from this frickin' brace.
11.
So,
He's gonna come in with their reaction. Cookie's gonna hit.
nice.
Cookie's gonna do 10, and they're gonna rip off the leg. And they're just like, oh!
Okay.
And that ends combat.
All right. Okay. Even though we're done with combat, is Bella able to just be like, right, can we go? And just like kind of point to Xanth and them and just like, since we can see, God, we can see the other ones. Just like, right, she can see the other ones. So her
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
is
yeah.
like, can we all just kind of keep heading out to get the hell out of here? She doesn't want to stay close to them. They're very mean. Unless people want to stop. That's her thought.
Which direction do you want to go?
I think she's kind of pointing. She doesn't know. I mean, right? She's. Has anyone? She can only see 60 feet, right? So to her, she can't see if there's like a exit down here or anything like that. She can't see far enough. It gets dark. So I guess she could try and get in the water and try and take a peek down that way is kind of her option. If you want to do that, she could try and whisper talk this to you.
Whisper talk would not work at the range. If you're talking to Xanth, it would not work.
We're out of combat. She's gonna come sneak up here and say, "Hi, Xanth. But she's not going to say it that loud. She's just going to go, right. If we do you want to try this way and like point to the right first,
Hey,
like
Bella,
over
there's
to
a
the east.
ladder on your right.
Uh-huh.
You can
Oh,
see
okay.
it.
Oh shit. She's going to say, right. She's going to say, I see a ladder. Let's we should go to the ladder then. Is probably what she's going to say, unless anybody wants to try and keep fucking around down here.
Nope. Grabbing Cornelius. Let's go.
You'll
She's
need to
going
leave me.
back and
I'm not bothering putting away my sword. We need to get the fuck out of
she's
here.
she's getting Cookie.
Cookie's
'Cause Cookie
following the
can't
entire
see,
time. I
so
just hadn't. Cookie can see fine right
no,
now
I
because
was gonna say-
Cornelius and Xanth have their
Oh.
lights on still.
Oh,
Can
she
you
was just
get
gonna
rid of
pick
the
Cookie
turn
up
order?
I did. Oh, I just minimized it. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Cookie's following the light.
Okay. Bella's just gonna her theory in life is she's just gonna follow make sure she's the last out is her theory in life. Let everyone else go.
You are not
That way
allowed
if
to be the
anything
last
happens.
out because Cookie jumps on your back and is backpacked on.
Well, that's fine. I mean that's as close you know what I mean, but she doesn't want
Yeah.
She doesn't want like Cornelius or Xanth or CL or anyone going up the ladder last, the doctor, anything. It's kind of her theory in life. So yeah, she's fine with that, but yes. It's kind of her thought.
Cornelius will just go up first. You know, he puts his sword between his teeth. And he starts climbing.
You have some strong teeth, friend.
Xanth is gonna stop you from doing something that fucking stupid, and
Yeah,
she's
that
just
thing's
gonna
got a brute
cast
knife.
light on your armor.
Oh, that works out. That works perfectly for me. So I put my sword away. I climb up the ladder.
I'll follow after him.
As the party
I mean,
makes their go ahead. Sorry.
I just want to say, could we not like I'm just kind of curious, like what check does a person have to do to try and keep a long sword in between their teeth without like it breaking their jaw or mouth or anything? Or is that just just seems like
Disadvantage
that would be
athletics.
dangerous. Okay. I just want so I'm very glad that Xanth said no and Varen said no, we're
They'd
gonna
also
stop
have
him. So
minuses from that because they're not using all of their strengths because it's just their jaw.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I use my mouth a lot.
All right.
we're gonna
Hey, then.
just
It was
move
more
right
worried that
on
he's
by
gonna
them.
break like 4 teeth. Yeah,
No,
if
more
you break your
likely he'd
teeth, we don't
drop
want-
his sword onto Varen's head, which would be a problem.
Varen would have been so mad. All right. Sorry about that. Sorry for the interruption.
But yeah, y'all go up, making y'all's way up the ladder, going through an upwards tunnel. As this ladder seems to go up a good distance before y'all come out into a massive open almost area, and in the center of it, maybe 500 feet away, there is a massive keep-like structure with a large round base that comes up to a point, and you can see red lightning sheathing this building. For Cornelius, you immediately recognize the kind of design used here as a noble, as this is very commonly a defensive structure for something that somebody really wants to keep safe, but has a lot of grandeur to it. So, not nobles, this is royalty level shit.
Cornelius will observe the structure and like, wow. I haven't seen something this in quite a while.
Even though it looks old, it still looks cared for, and it looks very dangerous with all the red lightning around it.
Do I see any place around? Is it well lit in here?
By red lightning, but decently
Okay.
so. The bit you do see a small, what looks like was once a gate. The gate itself has fallen apart. You can see the remains of some of the steel that made the gate itself, but there is a guard station next to it, little building.
Okay, so I will tell that to everyone who walk. Well, I guess they can all see it, but
Yep.
I think we should make our way to that guard station. Try to get our bearings.
I think, yes, we should try and find a place, and she's just going to speak quietly, where we think we might be able to hide. I know this is going to sound insane, but if we're about to try and go into a place that is that well guarded, and I'm assuming above table from Bella's like experience with war and stuff, she probably at least knows that it's a well defensible place by looking at it.
Let's put it this way. That is a suicide mission to attack. If it's properly manned. Because this is the kind of thing the royal family goes, we don't care if the rest of the city dies, this needs to be protected.
That sounds
Does
about
it
right.
look properly manned?
All right.
You don't see people on the parapets or anything. You don't see the knights or anything, but there is that red lightning, which is an issue. If there's no exterior guards that you see.
The guard building, does
Um,
it look fortifiable? Like, does it look like it's got solid walls?
It's
Maybe a
got
heavy
solid
door.
bones, but it'd be harder to fully fortify just because it looks more rundown than everything else. Everything on the outskirts looks relatively rundown, but the middle bit with a tower, that looks really well cared for.
I still have to say the guard tower would be the guardhouse would be a good place to post up for now. Get our bearings, maybe.
If it's not manned.
Yeah, definitely
it's
approach it with stealth.
all Bella was gonna try and suggest was she was just gonna say, can we try to find a place that we can get a rest in for people, like let people sleep is what she's trying to find. So if the guard tower's it, that's all she was gonna suggest if we're able to try and glance around to see if there's somewhere where because spellcasters have been casting a lot of spells, people aren't looking great. So her theory is, can we try and find like an alcove or somewhere hidden or defensible that we can try and let people sleep in to rest up, and then we can hopefully scout like look it over, see if we can find a way in.
Like
That's
the
what she was
guardhouse?
suggesting. That's why I said that was all sorry. When I say this in a different way, that was all I was trying to say before we kind of went on the side quest we just took. That was what I was trying to say in Bella's voice. Was all I was trying to get out.
Fair. Alrighty. So the lot of you are able to get into the guard house. You see it's in pretty bad disrepair. There's the remains of what looks like bedding at one point. Interestingly enough, though, one of the things you do see down here, there are weapon racks down here. The weapons themselves are corroded past the point they'd be in use, but you see halberds and long swords and spears. One's sat against the wall here.
Always sad to see weaponry come to such a state.
The first proper weapons you've seen in this realm.
I'm thinking this place predates whatever chicanery happened with the gods in this world.
Possibly, but they're useless to us, so.
Is there a door that we can close?
Not anymore.
What about like I don't know, a table, something big enough we can use to put against the door frame?
There's the remains of one. They're not going to be strong enough to do much of anything. The wood's rather rotten. It is ancient wood.
All right, watch as it is.
How many of us are elves?
I think just you, or I
It's
don't know.
just me.
I don't
Well,
think Varen is one.
No.
no. Okay, well, if I sleep the first 2 watches, I can do the last 2.
There will be a
I'd say
time
that
before y'all are able to fully lock down and people actually able to start sleeping.
Varen's good to take first watch. She still has a bit more in the chamber, so.
That's what I was
How
saying.
much time?
There's going to be a couple hours before y'all need to start taking watches, before y'all can actually start y'all's long rest.
Mhm.
Okay, so we have a couple hours. So we could. You said this is a big ass antechamber like thing, right? That where this fort is.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we could walk the perimeter. The chicks like take the time to walk around it, see if there's any breaches in the walls, see if there's any guards that we can notice, stuff like that.
Oh, you can
Really
see
take
from
in
a
defense-
distance this is the only entrance. You can't see what's behind the tower, but you can see relatively well.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We walk around the whole perimeter. We take the hours that it would take.
So anybody want to go walk around in the antechamber and risk Cornelius getting caught?
Bella would
No.
probably just say, I don't think we should do that. I think that we should probably just try and keep ourselves as fortified as possible, pay attention for what we can, and not go out, because if we draw attention, we might end up in a fight now that we're not ready for.
We're gonna play the quiet game.
Fair enough.
I don't think
I'm
we
good
have
at the
much
quiet
choice.
game.
That's yours, CL. That was a good one. Give CL like a friendly punch to the shoulder. I don't know what you would call that. You
I
get
need
the
some-
universal sign of that was a good joke.
Thank you. I would say I would take last watch if I could. When the time comes, I mean.
Well, let's all sit around and play the quiet game and probably eat something.
Yeah, Bella would probably just kind of ask Cookie, right, Cookie, do you think you have anything that is easy to eat that doesn't involve much like loud cooking we could maybe snack on before we try and rest?
How do you feel about oatmeal? Or grits?
I think oatmeal is, I love grits. Funny you should mention grits. They're one of my favorite foods.
Point of order. Would they be already prepared grits? Because I don't think it is a good idea to light fire to cook them with in here.
You see Cookie take out a pot, a hanging rack, some stones, make a little pit, put a redstone in the middle of it, start putting grits and start creating it. As you see the redstone start to burn bright, but not with fire. It's not bright enough to really make a lot of light as most of it's heat, and it's going straight up into the pot. No smoke.
By the gods, Cookie, you are just full of surprises, and I love every second of it.
Thank the chef's hat.
I have one more follow-up question. Do you have Tabasco sauce?
You get handed a full bottle of devil's sauce.
You are now
A
my favorite
tiefling's
dog.
favorite. At the very
Now
bottom,
here's the
it
question
says
here.
the spice of home.
Here's the thing. Is it like devil's blood hot sauce?
Yeah.
Okay, Cornelius. Above
Yes.
table. That is an additive, not actual hot sauce. It is an additive. I have seen someone treat it as just normal hot sauce. The memory now brings a giggle to me, but at the time it was terrifying.
Why?
Do
What
not.
happened?
It literally looked like their mouth was like their whole mouth was bloodied. It is an additive, not a.
So
You're supposed to put it in whatever you're eating and like a drop and mix it in.
got it. So definitely don't chug it.
No, don't.
Don't do what I've done before with a bottle of Tabasco.
Let's put it this way.
I like spice.
Your normal Tabasco sauce is going to be somewhere between 2,500 to 5,000 Scovilles. What the
And this is
dog just handed you is 800,000 Scovilles.
So this thing just gave me essence of Carolina Reaper.
Pretty much.
Got it. Got it. I'm still loving it. I like spice. We'll put 2 drops in my grits.
So Cornelius is a snotted mess here in a few minutes.
I feel that's a constitution check to
No,
see how
that's
well
just
I react to it.
that's just how the body reacts to that. You're not dead. Because there's no amount of con save that's going to save you from not being a snotted mess on that.
You know what? It's worth it.
Especially since this is designed for tieflings, who have fire resistance.
Still worth it.
But, what's the party up to? As Cookie looks at the ladle and it starts to spin in the pot.
I'm gonna
Slowly stirring the grits as they're preparing.
I'm gonna take out a random piece of wood and start whittling a little necklace for Cookie that says Cookie on it.
Fair.
Anyone got any playing cards?
Xanth hands you a deck of playing cards.
Cornelius will start shuffling them, kind of moving them around.
Ella
So
will out a dice set. Ella will take out a dice set. Say, could also play dice.
I've never had much luck with the bones, but I do enjoy a good game of poker.
I'll play some.
I can play some bones with you, Bella.
Bella can play both. She doesn't care. She just also has a dice set. She was just offering.
Fair.
So you all are just pretty much chilling before getting your
No,
long
Bella's
rests?
not actively. Yeah, she's not actively playing. She can play both, but she's not. She's trying to keep a lookout.
Gotcha.
I know that we're not officially on watches yet, but she'd rather just. She's trying to just kind of like watch the like little fortress that they have up there and see if anything's coming and going. See if she can just notice anything about it. Like she's just trying to kind of focus on it.
Alrighty, roll me perception.
I mean, like now is like a really great time to use one of those hero points I did a journal entry for. Boop.
Bella, from time to time, you're almost certain you see something look out towards from the windows. It's hard to get a good lock on
Look.
them with the lightning, and they're behind it, so they're not backlit like everything else. But you're definitely certain there are figures inside that building moving. You'll see them move
Not necessarily.
past.
Do I feel like
Sometimes
they're
they'll look out, but you don't really have. It looks humanoid, but you're not sure much more.
only question? Does she feel like when you say look out that they're looking at us, or they're just like she sees someone looking out a window, if that makes
Looking
sense,
out
or does
a
it feel like someone's okay? She's not gonna mention anything to anyone. She'd rather everybody get rested, and then we can try and plan in the morning. You know what I mean? Post bunch of fights, everybody just not freak out for a bit. So unless it's concerning, she won't say anything until we plan how we're getting in there.
Okay. Anyone else want to do anything else for your long rest?
Aside from taking off the Cornelius' armor, no.
Alrighty. Then y'all are able to get through your long rest, but as y'all finish it, that for tonight is where we're going to end it. Good job, you guys. It was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to seeing how y'all deal with what comes next. For those listening in, we thank you for joining us as well, and we hope you come back for next time to see how much trouble this party has just gotten themselves into. Good night.